Hey there, welcome in everyone. It's Heather with Heather's Healing, and I'm here to look at the energy of the upcoming week, which is February 16th through the 22nd, 2026. And there's a lot going on this week. So I'm going to do this a little differently. I am going to pull some cards looking at the overall energy for this week, but then I am going to look at the energy of Tuesday, which is the new moon. Also, we begin the year of the fire horse. So I'm going to pull some cards looking at that. And then I also wanted to look at Friday, which is a rare conjunction that's happening. I want to look at the energy of just that day. So that's what we're doing here. And specifically, I'm looking at the color energies and what is coming through those colors for these larger events happening this week. So I hope you are well. Thanks for being here. One of the things that I was really picking up that is really important this week is where are you muting your energy? How can you better bring your senses to life? And how fully are you living life and engaging in your life? There's a lot coming up around that. So looking at the overall energy this week, what can we expect? So overall energy this week, what can we expect in our day-to-day? I had a feeling that was going to come up in our day-to-day life. We have card number 34, and it says Hot Moon Extremes. I do think it is going to be a polarizing week, just because there's some huge energies coming up. So we've got the new moon. We have the fire horse energy coming in on Tuesday. We also have a very rare conjunction that is happening on Friday. It is a rare conjunction with Saturn conjuncting Neptune, and that starts the next 36-year cycle. It's also being referred to as the Great Reset, but it's us stepping into who we came here to be. It has the energy of becoming. So just overall looking at the energy of this week, day to day, there could be a lot of extremes happening, and just know that whatever is happening in your life, whatever extremes are happening with you, they're also happening in the collective on a grander scale. So I expect that we'll probably see some more scandalous stuff come up this week. That would not surprise me. But let's pull three cards just looking at the overall energy. So we have extremes, which I already kind of figured that. It's a big week. And it's a week that really is setting us up for the rest of our life, really, or at least the next 36 years. So depending on your age, that could take you well into your midlife, others well into your 80s or 90s. I do like this. So we've got these two aces. This is a week and a year, I will say, of taking action, movement, constant changes coming in, especially once the fire horse is here. It's constant change. Action and alignment. So we've got these new energies, and we have a lot of new energies coming in. So Tuesday and Friday, new energies, new alignment. Ace of Wands, this is new inspiration. You could be inspired to make some pretty drastic changes in your life. You probably won't make those changes this week, but that inspiration could come in this week, and you could start making those plans. This could look like relocation, changing jobs, changing careers. We're being asked to step more into our authentic self. I love this energy. The Ace of Pentacles, this is new opportunities for learning new jobs, careers, new homes, new relationships, a fresh start, restarts. For many of us, this is a restart. And I love right in the middle, we have the energy of the number 5, which is coming up with Friday, the energy of 5. We have the Hierophant here. So leaning in on your wisdom, trusting your wisdom, and making choices from being truly aligned with yourself. And I feel like that's why we're really being asked to be in our body, be present with our body, be present with who we truly are, so that we are making choices from an authentic place, and trusting our wisdom, trusting the guidance coming from the universe. And these energies, I really do feel these are the energies that we're working with not only this week, but for the next 36 years. This is going to be really important. It's a pretty pivotal time. So I am going to leave these cards up as we pull some other cards. Monday is a great day for learning. This could be doing research, market research, researching new things, learning new things. It's really well aspected for Monday. So looking at Tuesday, let's go ahead and look at that new moon in Aquarius. The energy of this new moon, it's faded alignment with your soul's purpose. I feel like the Hierophant here is also representing our soul's purpose, what we came here to do. And it's really aligning with that, aligning with your purpose. And the energy, the color energy of this new moon is magenta and copper, which connects us with our soul star chakra. This is awakening to the divinity in your life and listening to the call of your desire. It's also listening to the cells in your body. What are the cells in your body telling you? And it's connecting with your higher self, but also being very grounded. Anytime we're working with the energy of copper, we're being asked to be very grounded in our body. So I want to look at what is the gift coming in for you with this new moon energy. What is the gift? Yeah, here we go, aligning with the soul's purpose. We've got the Fool card coming in. This is you aligning with your purpose, trusting yourself, trusting your intuition, trusting your divine guidance. And if you're wondering what your soul purpose is, lean into what are your deepest desires? What is important to you? What really calls out to you? What are you desiring? Really feel into that. The other color energy coming in with, we've got the Queen of Cups on the bottom, coming in with this new moon is the energy of blue, which is the energy of the moon. It's looking at your existence, looking at the cycles of your life, looking at any patterns that are coming up that you have noticed. And it's asking the question, you know, what do you need next? What do you need to do next? It's talking about your soul's expression. What do you have to share? What do you need to express, not only to the world, but maybe just even to yourself? The energy of this new moon is that magenta, copper, and blue. It's really taking off the mask and being very authentic. It's also going to ask you to make some big changes. You know, if you're not in alignment, if your life feels out of alignment, if you're not able to find flow, and we're not always going to find flow, but if you're finding that you're constantly struggling, you're probably out of alignment. You're forcing yourself to live a life that isn't meant for you or it isn't working for you, some changes need to be made. So what changes and alignment, what changes do you need to make to become in greater alignment with yourself? What is the challenge coming through for you at this new moon? What is the challenge? And if you're wanting to look at your soul's purpose, you can book a one-on-one and we can dive into that a little deeper. What's the challenge here? Four of Pentacles in reverse. For me, this is releasing. This is what I'm feeling with this Four of Pentacles. The challenge here is releasing any inauthentic part of you, releasing anything that your ego's really holding on to. And maybe at one time it was in alignment with you, but it isn't now. So what are you holding on to? And this is going to look at relationships, resources, work, your day-to-day, how you live your life. And I think that's why we're really being asked, not only just this week, but always, to be very grounded in your body and be very present so you can be aware of what is working for you and what isn't. When the guides were talking about muting your energy, muting your senses, how are you dumbing yourself down or how are you numbing yourself out? That can be another way of realizing that you are out of alignment. If you have to numb your senses to get through the day or to, manage your life, you're not in alignment. You're trying to make yourself, fit into the life that you've created, when really it's time for you to create a different life. And you can start by doing that in small ways, making small changes, especially if you aren't maybe fully trusting yourself, or maybe you've had a history of making impulsive choices that haven't worked out well for you. Start by making small changes. And you can start with, your diet, your physical health. You can start there. The healthier our bodies are, the easier it is to get intuitive messages, the easier it is to, I think, trust yourself as well. So some beautiful energies coming in, and we have such an opportunity starting this week, moving forward, to make some big changes in our life and to live from a really authentic place. So Wednesday, we are moving into Pisces season. So with that, the energy of blue, with the new moon, and with Pisces, pay attention to the emotions that you are feeling. Pay attention to what they're revealing to you. Now I want to go ahead and look at Friday. If I had more time, and if I do have more time this week, I'll do a deeper dive into the energies of Tuesday and Friday. But I definitely wanted to touch on them in this video because they're really important, and it's a huge, huge shift. So we talked briefly about the new moon energy, and now I want to look at the energy of, and I've got notes here to help keep me on track. I want to look at the energy of Friday. So this big reset, this conjunction that is coming in on Friday. I think the last time we had this exact conjunction was in 1702. It was quite a long time ago. But it's Saturn conjuncting Neptune, and it starts your next 36-year cycle. It's the great reset. It's becoming who you came here to become. So looking at this conjunction, show me I want to pull 3 cards looking at the energy of this conjunction, and then I'll talk briefly about the colors associated with this conjunction and what that means for you. So go ahead and show me let's pull 3 cards looking at the energy of this conjunction and what it means for you watching. We've got the Ten of Wands. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. We got the King of Cups. So definitely some big endings coming in. It is starting a whole new chapter. What I really am liking about this conjunction and the energy that I'm feeling from it is it is bringing an ending to major difficulties, especially if you have been making changes, if you have been actively participating in your life. It also is asking us to, going back to the energy of releasing, taking off your mask and being very authentic. It's asking us to really look at the fact that we're not victims. No one is coming here to save you. You know, you can save yourself. It's realizing that. So I do like this energy of things are going to get a little easier. Of course, we're always going to have challenges, but it doesn't feel like we're walking up a hill. You know, things are shifting in our favor, especially if you can really be authentic with yourself. We also have this Ten of Pentacles coming in, a 36-year cycle. I mean, 36 years, that's a long time. So we have investing in your future, investing in your legacy, really. I mean, another way to look at your purpose, your soul's purpose. What do you want your legacy to be? You know, what do you want to be known for after you are gone? What do you want people to remember about you? You know, that can give you clues to your purpose. And I feel like this Ten of Pentacles is really talking about your legacy here, what you leave behind, the wisdom that you're gaining, and the wisdom that you are sharing with others. There's a lot of energy around this conjunction that focuses on movement and communication. Expect the unexpected. Anything can happen. But you're also gaining a lot of mastery here. All of the kings in tarot speak to mastery, and this is mastery of your emotions. This is also the wisdom that you are learning and sharing what you have learned with others. Being a leader, being a teacher, you know, sharing your experience. This is offering deeper connections with people as well. And again, this is looking at, you know, this next 36-year cycle. So the color energies coming through for this conjunction here are turquoise. And that energy brings in movement, communication, good fortune. Anything can happen. It's an evolution of you. It's also an evolution of the collective. So you can expect to see big shifts in everything in the world. There's a softening of your heart that comes in with this turquoise color. And also an energy of creativity. There's a creative force that is wanting to be birthed through you. That can also speak towards your soul's purpose as well. And we're being asked to have faith and make changes that align with you. You know, releasing that mask, releasing all parts of you that aren't truly who you are. There's also the energy of, because when we look at the energy of 14, and that's the energy coming through this conjunction, that's turquoise. And then we have the energy of 5 coming in. That's the color of green. And that's green relates to Mercury, which is movement, communication, versatility. Also think like the color green, it's new space, fresh energy, it's expansion, it's hope for the future, it's taking off that mask and desiring freedom through discipline, and seeing your truth, living your truth, being aligned to your truth. That will make you a very powerful being in your life. And we are powerful creators. I mean, we were made in the image of God, right? We're powerful people. We don't always feel that way, but we truly are. So I want to look at what is the gift coming through this this great reset on Friday. What is the gift for you? What is coming through for you? It's really a very magical time to be alive. I mean, honestly. And what are the challenges with this great reset? Interesting. So we've got the energy of the Two of Pentacles, greater alignment. That's the gift coming through, greater alignment. And I'm hearing many will run from this alignment. We all say we want ease and flow. We want to live our purpose, but our purpose will challenge us. It will bring up every fear and weakness that you can perceive. It's going to pull so much out of you. But with that comes great freedom, expansion, growth, joy. But many will run from true alignment because we're afraid. We're afraid of that kind of power and stepping into that level of alignment. It asks you to be very honest with yourself. You can't hide from yourself anymore, but this is all a gift. I feel like the gift and the challenge that's coming through are very much the same energy. The Three of Wands asks you to seek greater expansion, to want more for yourself, to not box yourself in, to not limit yourself. So very much a similar message. They go hand in hand. I mean, we have two, we have three. These are taking steps to your greatness. And that's going to look different for each of us. But we all came here for a very specific reason, and to shine our light, to be teachers to one another, to connect with one another, to help bring greater alignment to the collective. It's a really powerful energy that's coming in on Friday. It's a big week. Like I said, I don't think all of these changes are going to happen this week, but you can expect huge shifts coming in, and things working out for your greater good. So definitely have faith, have faith in yourself, and really give yourself what it is that you're desiring. Don't play small. The Three of Wands is asking you to not play small. So huge energy, beautiful, huge energy this week, beautiful messages. I'm going to pull a final card. I just want to make sure I said everything that I had on my notes. I'm really excited for this new energy coming in. We will all be moved about. We will not be kept in the same place. I can very confidently say that. All right, so final message for those watching. And thanks so much for being here. And if you wouldn't mind subscribing to the channel, I would really appreciate it. Wow, look at this. Jeez. Got the King of Swords, so the energy of Mercury, communicating, speaking, expressing yourself. How do you express yourself? What does that look like for you? There's also a lot of mastery coming in regarding expressing yourself, communication. And this can also be communicating with your guides too, learning how to do that, gaining mastery over that. We have the Emperor coming in. I feel like this card's representing the energy of the fire horse, which is going to be a force to reckon with. It's a beautiful energy, but it's going to annihilate so many things. For the better. But this is you being a leader in your life, leading your life, standing in your full power. You are not powerless. You are not a victim. This is asking all of us to really step up. And again, going back to the message, similar to the Ten of Wands, we have the Ten of Swords. We're welcoming in a new chapter, a new way of living, a new way of experiencing the world. It's a rebirth, really. This energy it's a rebirth. No one will be the same after this. It's like coming out of the cocoon type of energy. Ten of Swords, it kind of feels like, I mean, you're still you, you're just a completely different version of you. Yeah, beautiful energy here. Very powerful. You can't play small, you can't hide from it either. It will find you. Nobody's going to be left behind, and everybody's being called to participate. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful week. I'd love to hear what's coming up for you and what changes you are sensing or wanting for yourself. Comment below, declare that, speak it out, let it be known. And I'm wishing you all a fantastic week. Happy new moon. Enjoy this great reset. Wonderful things are coming in for all of us. Challenges as well. But this change we need it. It'll be good. Take great care.